Hi, Linda Sessions here, and welcome to Linda's Take. Today we are going to take a look at PowerPoint, in particular, Part A of my assignment, 3 Truths and 1 Lie. PowerPoint is Microsoft Office presentation program, and it's very simple and easy to use, but you've got to use some discretion when you're creating your PowerPoint presentations. You don't want to put a lot of text on your slides because you want the slides to enhance your presentation. So think movie title, chapter title when you put information on your slides. You don't want paragraph after paragraph of information on your slide. So let's look at the instructions real quick for PowerPoint 3 Truths and 1 Lie. This assignment is actually broken up into 3 parts, and I'm going to do 3 different videos for it. This is part A. This is literally taking a PowerPoint and making a basic presentation. What I want you to do is I want you to come up with 4 sentences about yourself. And on those sentences, I want 3 of them to be truth and 1 to be lie. Don't overthink it. It can be as simple as, hey, my favorite color is blue, when actually my favorite color is green, so that would be my lie. So don't stress over these sentences. Make them as simple or as complicated as you want. I vote for simple in my book. So you're going to create a blank presentation. You're going to make some changes to the slides. And when you're finished, you're going to have 6 slides that look similar to these right here. Again, do your own content. The rubric, what I'm going to be looking at when I'm grading, is also right here. So you can see exactly how I'm going to be grading your work. So let's go into PowerPoint and create Part A. Now to find PowerPoint, down here in my search bar, I'm just going to type in PowerPoint. And it's going to pop right up here. This is my app, PowerPoint. You want to make sure you use your desktop app for PowerPoint, not the 365. The 365 Online is a great program, but it doesn't have all the bells and whistles we're going to be looking at. So make sure you're using PowerPoint in your desktop app. Now when you open up PowerPoint, you can see I've got some blank presentations. I have got some templates that I could use here. Down here at the bottom of my screen, you can see some of the PowerPoints that I've recently had open on my computer. So if I want to go to one of them, I could click on it. Just be mindful that if you don't have it on your computer, that's probably not going to open it. We can go to Open here, and then we can go to Browse and find one that we've saved somewhere. And we also have New. Lots of different PowerPoint presentations, lots of templates that you can choose from. If you're doing a quick presentation for one of your classes, hey, use one of these templates if you want. Just make sure you put your own information in that template. I'm going to open up a blank presentation for my purposes here, and let's take a look at our PowerPoint interface here. We've got our ribbon. Looks just the same as our other programs we've looked at. Home tab, some of the more common things. You've got your font, your paragraph here. You actually have drawing here. We're not going to get too much into that at this point in time. And we also have a designer tab. Now this designer tab that you see over here on the right side of my screen is new, well, fairly new, last couple of iterations of PowerPoint. If you don't see it, you just don't have the most current PowerPoint on your machine. Call our IT department at 677-9906 and they can help you. You don't want to use the designer tab, you can just turn it off right there. The designer tab just gives you some templates and some different ways you can make your slide look without a lot of thinking on your part. We also have transitions, animations. Those are new to PowerPoint, and we're going to be getting onto those, talking about those in, I think, Part B or C. Right now, we can see here in the middle of our screen, we have our desktop. This is what we're working on. over here on the left-hand side of our navigation pane, this would show a thumbnail of all the slides in our presentation. Since we only have one, we're only seeing one. Now you'll notice in this slide over here, you don't see click to add title or click to add subtitle. These are placeholders, and they are there for you to put information in. All you have to do is click and start typing. It is that simple. And as you're typing, then it will appear over here in the thumbnail. But any of the boxes that you have that in your desktop pane here on the slide that have the little dotted lines around it, those are placeholders. Those are not going to be seen in your final slide unless you've entered text. So we want to save our PowerPoint. Save works the same as it did in Word and Excel, nothing new. I'm going to go to Save As. I'm going to click on Browse so I can find where I want to save this document. And I'm going to save this on my desktop. And I'm going to call this 3 Truths, 1 Lie, Sessions. Put my last name on there. And I'm going to go ahead and put Part A. So you know this is Part A. So I'm going to hit Save. The first slide we want to be the title slide layout. Now if you look up here in the Slides area on the Home tab, you have one of the options is Layout. If I choose Layout, you can see I'm in the Office theme. Lets us know what theme we're in. The Office theme is just a white slide with black text. Kind of boring, but we have 6 different layouts that we can choose from. We want to make sure we have the title slide layout. And in our title area, we are just going to type in 3 Truths and 1 Lie. And our subtitle, I want you to enter in your name. Not your name, but what is your name? Okay. I have some students that take it literally and they would just type in your name. No, I want your actual name down here in the subtitle. So we have our title and subtitle, and you can see now over here, it also shows in our little thumbnail. We want to add a new slide. So right here on the Home tab, we have our slides grouping. You can click right here by the new slide. If I was to just click on the new slide, it would add a new slide with the title content. It's the same content that I'm looking at. If I know I want a different layout, I can click on the little arrow right here, and I can choose from one of the layouts. We want to choose the 2 content layout. So right here. And you can see our placeholders look different. Down here where it says click to add text, this would actually add it as a bullet list. And we did bullets in Word, so those aren't anything new. And then right down in here, we have some little icons. The first one is a stock image from on the internet. Then we have pictures, which are on your computer. We have little icons here where we can click to find an icon. There's Smart Art. We have 3D models, and if you haven't messed around with 3D models, they can be pretty fun. Then we also have videos that we can enter. We have a table, and we have a chart. So you can use one of these icons to enter information in as well. For this slide on our title, let's see, is this the truth or a lie? And then on, let me see what it says here. In the left text box, we want to enter our line, but we want to remove the bullet. So to remove the bullet, you can just hit backspace to go back and remove it, or you can come right up here in the paragraph grouping and select none, and that'll get rid of that bullet. And so here I want you to put in one of your truths or one of your lies. Okay, so we are now ready to enter another slide. Now, we don't have to do anything with this text box over here. You can see it's not going to show up in our presentation. So we don't have to do anything. We're going to enter a new slide. I'm going to come over here and select new slide. In this next slide, we want title and content layout. So I'm going to go new slide, title and content. And in the top text box, I want, is this the truth or a lie? And then down here in the text area, I again want to remove the bullet point, make it none, and now I'm going to enter in my next truth or a lie. So now I have my title and my, is this a truth or is this a lie? And you can see, we see it right over here. We now want to, in our text area box area over here, we want to change the text direction of our text box so it rotates 90 degrees. So to do that, I'm down here in my text box. I'm going to highlight my text, and right here in my paragraph grouping I have align text. So you can see here's text direction, align text. You can actually convert your text to SmartArt. That's kind of a fun little thing to do as well. We want to rotate the text to 90 degrees, so I can come here to text direction and rotate all text 90 degrees. So now it just looks different on my slide. We want to increase our font size to 40. So I'm going to go over here to my font size area and increase that to 40 just to make it stand out a little bit more. Now we want to add another slide with a to content layout. So I'm going to go to new slide, to content, and in my title box, is this the truth? And then I'm going to, in the right hand column, so right over here, I'm going to get rid of the bullet, and I'm going to write my third sentence. Is this the truth or is this the lie? Let me get the right one. I want to increase the font size of my sentence to 40. So I'm going to highlight this and increase to 40. And then I want to insert a new slide with a blank layout. So now I can go in and I can tell it exactly what I want. I want to insert a text box. So I'm going to come up here to insert. And over here, just to the right of the center, is text box. So I can click that. And when I click that and I move my mouse down to my title, my work area, you can see my insertion point changes. So I can highlight and make a text box any size I want to. In this text box, I want to type in my last sentence. Is it my truth or is it my lie? And I want to increase the font size here to 36 points. I'm going to use my little floating toolbar over here to change my font size. And see this blue line here? That means that PowerPoint is like, ooh, there might be grammar. So I can right-click on it to see, and oh, it wants me to put a dash between 67 and baby blue. And I'm going to go ahead and make my text box a little bit bigger so that 67 baby is all on one line. And you can make your text box as small or as large as you need. We want to put a color fill in the back of our text box. Now we did this with Word. So we have our text box, and since we have it selected, up here we have our Shape Format tab. So I'm going to click on the Shape Format tab, and over here in this area is all my the options I have to work with my text box. And I'm going to click on this Shape Fill, and I'm going to find a baby blue color for my text box. And I don't care what color you choose, but remember, when it comes to colors in PowerPoint, you want a light background with dark text. If you want a dark background, then you're going to want to change the color of your font to a lighter color. So keep that in mind as you're choosing text color or font color, picture color, that type of thing, when you're creating your PowerPoint presentations. All right, so let's see. We also want to add a 3D effect, and we want to center our text. So right up here on our Home tab, we can center. So now our text is centered in our box. And back on the Shape Format tab, here in the Shape Effects, right down here is 3D. And you just choose one of the 3D options that works for you. Make sure you can still read the text. Let's see. I like that one right there. But play around, see which one works for you. Now we want to enter a new slide, and we want this one, we want picture with caption layout. So we're going to come down here, picture with caption. Now, a lot of times you'll have like content with caption, but we want picture with caption because we want to make the picture part of our main piece on the slide. So when we choose picture with caption, we have title over here, we have text, and then right over here we can just click this icon to add a picture. So we want to enter a picture of some way. So I'm going to click on this picture, and these pictures are ones that are on your computer. So make sure you have your picture that you're wanting to use on your computer. So I got pictures. I can come over here, and I can come down here and bring some pictures. So let's just use this one here. And I don't know why that picture is all fuzzy. I don't like that. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click undo. Undo is your friend. The picture doesn't look like you want it to look. Click undo. Come back here to picture and just choose another picture. And let's see what this one does. There, that's better. So I have a picture that I put in here. Now I want to add a title of some sorts. I've always had cats in my house. And then I want to add text. I want to describe something, how this picture represents me. And then if you need to you can always make this text larger so that it's legible. You don't want to have text that's font size 12 on your PowerPoint because some people who are in your presentation, they can't read it. I prefer to make mine at least 20, 24, just so that people can read it. Okay. Now you'll notice over here in my Designer tab, I have different ways that maybe I could present my information. And you can choose one of these if you want to. If you like the way it looks. That's what it's there for. All right, so I've got my 6 slides here. I don't want to use the office theme, and I don't want you to use the office theme. The office theme is the most boring theme ever. So we're going to come up here to the Design tab. And on the Design tab, you can see right here are all the different themes you have to choose from. I'm going to click on this arrow. Lots of themes that are pre-built in. You can also get themes from online that are usually free. Don't pay for something for this class, please. But just choose one of these themes that work for you. I'm going to come over here and let's see, what one do I want? I like this one with the, yeah, let's go with this one. This is the facet theme, and you'll notice here I also have variants I can choose from, so I can change it and have it be a red background, or I can have it a blue background, whatever works for me. Now, you can see my picture with caption, it changed, so that my picture looks differently. I'm not too happy with the way this looks because it's cutting my cat's heads off. So I'm going to look and see about a different theme. So I can come up here and I can choose another theme. And same thing's happening. So I can just keep, that one's pretty cool. I like that one. So let's just go ahead and use this theme. It's the droplet theme. I've got little drops of water on it. Play around and look at the themes, and you always want to go back and look at how your slides look when you change themes. So here, if I come to slide 5, my baby blue background is now a salmon color. So, but look at all these variants I have up here. I can make it a blue variant, I can have a black variant. But I just want to change my shape format. I'm going to go to Shape Fill, and I want to find that baby blue. Make it a little bit darker. Okay. So when you change your themes, you can change your themes at any point in time with your presentations. You are not locked into that theme. But anytime you change the theme, take a look at how your information is going to come across on your pages. Right? And then just make adjustments as you need them so that it looks like you want it to look. So we want to preview our presentation for spelling errors and make sure our colors all work. Some of the themes will have light colored font on a white background and it doesn't work. So make sure you go in and change your font colors as needed, font sizes, colors. If I want to look and see how my presentation is going to look, I'm going to come up here to Slideshow, from beginning, and I can now just click with my mouse key, and I can look, and I can check my spelling, and I can make sure that everything is looking how I want it to look. And at the very end of those 6 slides, you're going to have a black slide that just indicates this is the end. And then click one more time on your mouse button. It will take you back to your presentation. Okay. So now I want you to save this presentation, and this is what you're going to submit for Part A in Blackboard for your grade. So, or your LMS tool. I know we're getting ready to switch LMSs, so might be something besides Blackboard. But anyway, that's just how you can create a basic presentation as just 3 truths and 1 lie, Part A. And I hope wherever you're at, you have some sunshine in your life today, and I will catch you later.